Welcome to a brand new series, Cyberpunk 2077 Modding in Minutes. Before you ask, no, I'm not abandoning Starfield content at all, but another one in the works coming just around the corner. With Phantom Liberty recently dropping, there has been a boom to modding from both new and old talent, and what better way to sample all of it. In this video, we'll cover heaps of changes to quality of life, adjustments to UI, combat overhauls, and visual customizations. Because Chumba, you better look your primest and rep the best in Night City or you are nobody. Remember that all the mods featured today will be linked in the description below. If you're new to modding Cyberpunk, I'm going to give you a quick rundown of the required mods if you plan to extensively overhaul the game. And you will. You can't help yourself, Chum, and that's okay. I'm here to help. Unless you plan to only use texture replacers, you'll find a lot of these mods are requirements, so you may as well get them now and keep your list up to date. Cyber Engine Tweaks, the most downloaded mod on the Nexus, and with good reason. This is a script framework that allows mods to add features to the game to function. When you first load up the game, you'll be asked to bind a key. I would recommend something like the home key. This will bring up a menu that allows you to control and change whatever settings for that mod that hooks into the framework. Red Script, Red4 Extension, Tweak XL, Archive XL, Codeware. These 5 mods will add new functionality to the game. They all work independently of each other and will cover things like scripts, game behaviors, and custom resources. It allows modders to change the core functions of the game, add new mechanics, or even build off existing game mechanics without overwriting any of the original data. Make sure you take the time to have a quick read over of each of these mods, but for the majority of users, they'll just be plug and play. Native Settings UI. Basically, any mod that allows users to customize the experience, this mod will add functions right into the game menus in a separate tab. That should cover most of the requirements for the mods from the Nexus, so make sure you jump over to the individual pages and have a quick read over as you install them. Massive shout out to these incredible mods that have allowed such extensive overhauls to exist today. And with all of the mandatory stuff out of the way, it's time to dive into the fun stuff. Ghost in the Shell HDR 2.0 is a spectacular visual overhaul inspired by the live adaptation of the same name. This mod dramatically overhauls the lighting and weather to be more expected of that of a bleak dystopian future. That is, blinding neon lights, dense, impenetrable concrete, and endless towering steel. Not to mention also the dehumanizing of the inhabitants that occupy Night City. The color palette has been shifted from a warm and somewhat welcoming aesthetic to something more cold and sterile. This really captures a world surrounded by technology, devoid of all human emotion and empathy. If I can describe in one word what this mod does to the overall visual and vibe, it's autonomy. Just look at these and tell me you feel the same. It's amazing how such a subtle changing of color can shift the narrative tone. Everywhere you go, from the slums to the corporate district, the sense of desperation and hopelessness is on full show. Now this is Cyberpunk. There are 2 options when it comes to downloading. All the footage you've seen just now is the full version, which comes with enhanced lighting, including ray tracing tweaks, adjustments to the weather such as rain, fog, and dust effects on top of the color grading. This is the version I would recommend. The base version is just a LUT color grading adjustment. I am so glad I jumped on this instead of a reshade. It's hands down one of the best visual overhauls to come in a complete package. If I had to choose one and only one mod, you're looking at it. Alrighty, are you Team Lucy or Team Becca? Because if you're Team Lucy, well, you cannot stay at her house. But you can find her around Night City in some set locations with this next mod, Edgerunners Lucy NPC. And if you're Team Becca, well, she's already in the game. Make sure you smash that like button for Becca. Anyway, with this mod installed, you have a chance to run into Lucy, who by the way is a completely custom character model that sports a unique head sculpt, cyberware, and outfit, which of course looks amazing with all of the attention to detail to recreate her in 3D. She can apparently be found in 7 locations around Night City. What a great way to add a little bit more immersion. This next mod, Cyberware EX, is an evolution of System EX, which allowed the use of Cyberdeck, Sandevistan, and Berserk at the same time. I don't know about you, but I always thought it was a bit limiting to remove the ability to jack into terminals or even do some light hacking if you opted for Sandevistan or Berserk. Now you can do all three. It's even more balanced with 2.0 with the inclusion of cyberware capacity. There are two options, expansion mode or override mode. By default, the expansion mode allows you to unlock a new OS slot that is tied to perks. There is an additional add-on that allows another 10 extra slots to other categories of your body if your goal is to completely borg yourself with Chrome. The other option, Override Mode, gives you the option to acquire new slots with your hard-earned eddies. By visiting a Ripperdoc, you can fork over 10k to buy a premium slot. These won't be tied to any perks and allow the freedom of upgrade without restrictions other than your wallet. So pick your poison and balance the game how you want. When it comes time to activate your Cyberdeck Overclock, Berserk, and or Sandevistan, if you only have one of these equipped, it's exactly the same as the base game. Simply press the Cyberware Activate key. With 2 or 3 Cyberware equipped, Overclock does require you to be in scanner mode. Berserk requires holding block with fists or melee weapons, and Sandevistan is just the hotkey. On the note of having more than one melee cyberarm, you will need an extra mod, Cyberarm Cycle. I'll even link it below for you, Chumba. These next 4 mods, Bloat Be Gone, Load Be Gone, FX Be Gone, and Preem Scanner, can all fall under some much needed quality of life. Bloat Be Gone removes the menu bloat on the title screen. Things like the Phantom Liberty ad banner, the game version, and the rewards can all be deleted. Load Be Gone disables the Cyberpunk logo and warnings as you boot the game up, as well as the
Good morning, Night City!
Yeah, that annoying intro you've heard 1,000 times. It also sets delays to 0 and reduces UI transitions to make things more responsive. There's even some settings you can add to bypass the red launcher if you play on Steam. FX Be Gone removes a variety of glitching effects such as fall damage, inventory, HUD, hollow calls, and even Johnny Silverhand's glitching effect. Vignette and zoom pixelation can also be removed. Mix and match whatever you like on the mod page. Preem. And speaking of Preem, Preem Scanner removes the green tint and vignette from the scanner to provide a clearer image. Extra options such as monochrome or Terminator colors are available over the mod page. With the introduction of patch 2.01, we did get a bunch of fixes and performance gains, but we also received a really annoying bug that broke skill progression rewards, which is why fixed skill progression rewards not applying is a must in your load order. A number of skill progression rewards won't take effect if you load a save after 2.01, and this mod will address that issue. Our next mod is a bit of an oldie, but a goldie if you missed it. KS Solo Trilogy is a mod that overhauls Female V to look more dangerous, sporting a much fitter body deserving of a true solo. It is a fully custom model from head to toe with brand new HD textures. I'd let her punch me. What? What you get is 9 times the detail over the vanilla body. The torso has also been reshaped with a sculpted back and defined abs. Arms and legs are more toned, and of course for you deviants, a reshaped butt and... With 3 options to choose from, the OG solo body is the most popular as it is compatible with vanilla and vanilla sized clothing. Don't worry, I haven't forgot male V either. Also an older but extremely popular mod, we have Masculine V Body Overhaul. This redesigns V to look less of a pushover and more of the type to be doing the pushing. With double the detail over the vanilla body, as well as a custom model with multiple options for body hair variation. Or no hair if that's your thing. And speaking of thing, there are numerous choices for your... If you made it to the end, it'd be real Nova if you could drop this hell of an ambitious tune, a like, a subscribe, because most of you don't do that. If you wanted more of me, I do stream over at Twitch, links below. As always, wash your hands, look after each other, and be your very best. Bye for now.